All right, so this video is for anyone that is creating a pattern that involves sewing in between some of your straight striped patterns. So you can see I've already created one section where I've added another color in the middle of my gray stripe. So you can sew in anywhere and at any time that you're ready. But the first thing would involve creating an open gap or open space in your weaving just by pulling gently on your lines. And so you would just want to create some type of open hole where you'd want to include another color, okay? So then I would have my needle threaded. And I would have my color already on. Since it's a threaded needle, I would have already chosen my color. And then I'm going to begin filling in the gap, and I'm going to be weaving very randomly, so there's not really a set pattern. So I'm going to start probably just in this section right here, and I'm only going to go around the single warp string just to start getting it connected, and then again I'm going to leave my end kind of hanging off to the side. Okay, so I've only wrapped around one string at this point, so then I'm going to go to my next string, and I am still keeping an over-under pattern. So then I'm going to go backwards, because again all I'm doing is trying to randomly fill in my gap. So I'm going to really decide for myself how and where I'm weaving to, just as long as it is going to fill in my space. So occasionally I might open up a bigger space just to give me more room with my needle to kind of go back and forth and get in between gaps. But again, there's no set way to describe other than you pick and choose which strings you weave over and under and how much of that color you are actually going to weave in as well. So I think I'm going to go to this one this time, and I'm just going to keep randomly filling in my pattern either until I run out of my string or until I don't want to add any more into that gap. So I could actually stop at any time if I wanted to once I've finished my strand of yarn, or if I wanted a bigger gap I could continue going. Okay, so that is it. Once I would finish up my yarn, then I would cut the end. So you can see in the one that I've already completed, I have two ends, the starter end and the ending end. So I would just leave these kind of short off to the side while I'm weaving. When my weaving is actually ready to come off the board, then I would remove the weaving from the board and trim these up completely so they don't show. That's it.